Peekaboo. Hey, you guys, LV. Sorry it took so long to get here. Mwah. What's shaking? There's a big snow. Finally, the big snow has arrived. The big snow. It got here, which is cool. Okay, LV, you got the scoop. You can go ahead and request anything you want to hear. Don't forget, we also have the Ask Me Anything feature going because we're trying to incite a riot. No, we're trying to have a bit of an incentive for people to say, hey, man, what's going on? Yeah. Cool. We've got our tea. No ill effects from our little snifter of gin last night, which is good. And I have to say, I don't even want to drink today yet. It's early. It's only 1 in the afternoon, my time. What? Nothing like a creamy cup of tea to make your day marvelous. Marvelous. Okay. Whoop. I find if I just have one ear in, it's better because if I have 2 ears in, it seems to like seal off my ears. And then I can't really hear properly. What? I know. Trying to get the sound stuff together, but Mr. Chris 6 tells me that the sound is really good. So I'm happy to know that. Good, good, good. Okay, let's sing a song. Go ahead and request a song there, Mr. LV. Ah, look who's here, Jeff. Thermite, the mighty Thermite, Jeff Thermite. He's burning all the time, man. Cool. Well, you guys, you just go ahead and request a song. I'm just happy to sing whatever you would like to hear on the list. Seeing as how we're just getting going, and we only have 9, count them, 9 bodies left. We need 9 followers to make our goal, which is cool. 9, only 9. How cool is that? Oh, storms never last. How cool is that? That's right. Jeff Thermite, burning hot and bright. I believe it, baby. Okay, yeah, no, just super grateful we got the big snow. When we go on Critter Cam, I'll show you guys the big snow and the view out the window, out to the train tracks. So that it's, or since it's daylight out there now. It's not that chilly, frankly. I think it's only about 0 degrees Celsius, which is just about basically freezing. Already been out to tidy up the yard, walk the dog, and a couple other chores. Yeah, okay, cool, cool. So here's a little song from, no, it's a big song, actually. Storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times all pass with the wind. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. It's Wednesday, baby, so we're still wearing a tiara. Well, I followed you down so many roads now, baby, and I picked wildflowers and sung you soft, sad songs. But every road you took, I know you're search was for the truth. And the storm that's brewing now won't be your last. 'Cause storms never last, do they, baby? Bad times all pass with the wind. Your hand in mine stills the thunder. You make the sun wanna shine. Not much of a question, LV. Really, ask me anything. Now's your chance. Hi, Mr. Josiah. How are you, darling? Good to see you. I spoke with your lovely lady this morning. She told me this was her hump day, which makes sense as it's a Wednesday. She's faring pretty well out there, 'cause she's so darn happening. Nice dancing there, LV. Yes, I followed you down so many roads. Now, baby, and I picked wildflowers and sung you soft, sad songs. But every road you took, I know your search was for the truth. And the storm that's brewing now won't be the last. 'Cause storms never last, do they, baby? Oh, you know those bad times all pass with the wind. Honey, and your hand in mine stills the thunder. And you make the sun wanna shine. You make the sun wanna shine. You make the sun wanna shine. Oh yeah. Crazy kids, my tea is much too far away. We don't want to put it too close or I'll knock it over with my guitar. You know, we're just one step away from a disaster at all times here at I Love Ruthie, and that's just the nature of being on Earth. For those of the rest of you that don't think you're just one step away from disaster at all times, well, think again, darlings. Who would like another song, please? Yes, I'd love to play you one. You out there, Jeff? Are you burning? Okay, if you guys don't tell me what to play, you know I'll play whatever I want, and that can be trouble. I might even do whatever I want, in which case we could have even more trouble. You notice the accent changes immediately. Yes. We could probably figure out... Oh, Vagabond. Good one, LV. Good one. Wah. We could probably figure out the actual personalities of the... of all the characters, you know, depending on the accent, right? Like the Scottish woman, she's a no-shit gal. She's, like, super tough. And, okay, what key? Capo 5. Key of G, really, eh? Okay, cool. I haven't played this in a long time. I'm so glad you're requesting it. I really gotta, like, memorize it. That'd be so good. Nufu! Hello, darling. How are you? Look at your fabulous grooving emotes. You guys and your technically. I just don't have the. I'm a little bit too PTSD, brain fog. This is what happens to my brain. As soon as I start to go do techie stuff, my brain does this, and I'm like, I can't see past my fingers. You see, Nufu, I couldn't do it. My brain would melt. Can you tell by the way I'm holding my face? I definitely need some tech assistance. I am so totally worth it, though. That's right, LV. Totally worth it. Oh, geez, I didn't write down the chords. Isn't that terrible? Susie Funtown, look at you. Thank you. This is a song from Billy Cowsill. Vagabond, you'll never settle down. You spin your wheels like an endless merry-go-round, and there's not a place that you can call home. You're just a vagabond, drifting like a rolling stone. You had a woman's love, but everything went wrong. It just up and died, and now you sing a different song. Like the wayward wind, a child of the underground. You're a vagabond, you'll never settle down. You're like a freight train hobo riding on an endless rail. There's a place to sleep every now and then, but it's usually in the county jail. Vagabond, you'll never settle down. You're spinning your wheels like an endless merry-go-round. You don't have a place you can call home. You're just a vagabond, drifting like a rolling stone. Oh, Chinese chicken ball. Henry's Chinese chicken ball for you today. Wonder who the Asian person is. Vagabond, you'll never settle down. You spin your wheels like just a vagabond, drifting like a rolling stone. Vagabond, you never settle down. You just keep spinning your wheels like an endless merry-go-round. You're without a love that you can call your own. You're a vagabond, drifting like a rolling stone. Like a rolling stone. Like a rolling stone. Oh, you semi-Asian too, Elfie. Okay, nice. You like Henry's Chinese chicken ball. That's what we've taken to calling that emote there. It's Henry all cuddled up in his little basket, but he kind of looks like a Chinese chicken ball or an avocado with a pit in it. And so now the completely unacceptable, politically incorrect, slightly, apparently racially bashing, even though I'm talking with an accent that's truly to true life, because I've known a lot of Asian people who did not have English as a first language. Who talk like this? Anyway, we're not going to get into it. Ha ha ha! Anyway. We're not allowed to talk like that anymore. We know like a long time now. Don't tell anybody. My grandfather was born and raised in China. We have all kinds of Chinese things in our family. Not that I know a whole lot about it, but my great-grandparents were medical missionaries to China. And were there right up until the Empress threw all the white guys out of China at a certain point, around the turn of the 20th century, my dear. So there, yes. New food. Look at you got another moving one. Man, you just right on it. Okay, kids, so, nobody means to hurt anybody. And, we're all humans, and we all have funny accents. And I like to do them. Okay, so, but yeah, right? Look at those beautiful rotating symbols. Runes. Those are runes, right? Like as in R-U-N-E. Yes, at a certain point, you could go as a medical missionary to China. And you were basically a doctor going into the rural, areas of China, helping with Western medicine. Vaccines, for instance. I think they had already started by then. Indeed. So, does anybody have F's back to back? Ah, yes, back to back F's. No future fantasy. Okay, it's not an actual rune. If you lose to look it up, though, I think that technically probably is a rune, R-U-N-E, of some kind. Check it out. Nufu, it probably has some ancient symbolic meaning that you weren't even aware of, but will be completely synchronized with who exactly you are. Right? Serious. Check it out. You'll go be like, oh my God, my mind is blown. Right? Okay. Requests, children, and phone your friends and say, get the F over here. Ruthie needs 9 more people. Or she won't stop hassling us. Plus, you can ask her anything today. Anything at all. I know, synchronicity is everywhere. However, my spidey senses are ting these days, you guys. Totally ting. Totally ting. Hope I can get the gling in later. Because, what's the last thing to go through Spider-Man's mind? My spidey senses are ting. Right? Yeah. Oh, my spidey senses are ting. Okay, 4 strong win. Wow, we just are breaking out we're breaking out the unplayed songs. That's awesome, Elfie. Very good. Very good job. So if you're going to play and play, You want to play songs you don't normally play so that you get better at them. Instead of all our just standby favorites. Which we can also get in there. Yeah, right? Knock a little dust off those. Out in the Storm Part 1, yeah. Hey, did you guys hear the news? Oh, I'm doing the dance, okay. Yeah, somebody's bootlegging my first album out there and selling it on Amazon. Either that or they bought a bunch from me and I don't know anything about it. I can have no clue what key I do this in. I think it's probably something like A, I'm guessing. I'm guessing an A would be a good key for this. A. TV. Hi. Hello. Welcome. Doing a little Ian Tyson song here right now. Are you a streamer? If you're a streamer, go ahead and let us know, and we will give you a shout out. Okay, well, you guys, we better get over and check out Mashita. I'm not technically happening enough that I can do that and play the guitar at the same time, but I will get to checking you out after my stream. Because anybody that follows me totally gets followed. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. Think I'll go out to Alberta. Weather's good there in the fall. Got some friends that I could go to working for. Still, I wish you'd change your mind if I asked you one more time. But we've been through that 100 times or more. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I look for you if I'm ever back this way. If I get there before the snow flies, and if things are going good, you could meet me if I sent you down the fair. But by then it would be winter, not that much for you to do. And those winds sure can blow cold away out there. For strong winds that blow lonely, 7 seas that run high, all those things that don't change, come what may. But our good times are all gone, and I'm bound for moving on. I'll look for you if I'm ever back this way. her back this way. That's a song made famous by Ian Tyson. In fact, I believe he even wrote it. My father sold Ian Tyson his first guitar. However, there's nobody left alive to prove it, and Ian can't remember. Fun. Thank you, Mashita. Thank you so much. Here's a song I wrote. It's about staying in the sunshine, just like New Future Fantasies emotes. Nice little waltz. We dance in the darkness, sailing for day. We dance in the shadow, not knowing our way. We dance to the edge, our stride gone astray. We just keep dancing, there ain't no other way. Well, God is in heaven, and He has His plan. But we're having a spell where we don't quite understand. Suppose time will reveal what He has in His hand. But until then, we're just doing the dance. As we dance in the darkness, sailing for day. Or we dance in the shadow, not knowing our way. We dance to the edge, our stride gone astray. We just keep dancing, there ain't no other way. Life's little stage, it's best not to give in to worry and rage. Let love be your lone partner, may you have courage and grace as you do that last waltz at the end of the race. Not that one, Mashita. We can play them all. You go ahead and request a few. If you don't want that one, we can cancel it and you can pick a different one. Or you can have both. As we glide across life's little stage. It's best not to give in to worry and rage. Let love be your lone partner. May you have courage and grace as you do that last waltz at the end of the race. It's funny because, Machida, I have a song called Last Round on the list, so that's hilarious. Cause we all dance in that darkness. We're just sailing towards the day. Oh, we dance in the shadow, not quite knowing our way. We dance to the edge, our stride gone astray. We just keep dancing, there ain't no other way. We just keep dancing, there ain't no other way. Thank you. Yeah, nothing like telling people, super private things accidentally on the chit-chat tiddly-doos, interwebs. Okay, you guys are breaking out all kind of songs that I never play. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Nufu, you're such a wonderful audience member. Such a wonderful audience member you are. La da dee doo doo doo. Okay, what do we got next on the raft? I see your roster here. Here we go. Let's see. We've got Out in the Storm, Part 1, right? Part 1. Okay, here we go. Scarios. So yeah, my first album, Out in the Storm. That used to actually be my website, but I let it go and then... Come on, Dale. Anyway, so yeah, apparently, or else just like people bought copies from me because I'm the only one that ever produced them physically, physical CD copies. Yeah. Pretty cool that people think you're so cool they can have a hope in hell of selling your music. It's worth their while to print them or something. Well, I cried when you went to town. I cried when they gunned you down. I cried when you didn't come home. Now my tears run down Forsaken Road. My sister said that you were no good. She said you'd mount to nothing and she knew you would. Said someday you would leave me cold out in the storm and all alone, alone along this one-way road. forsaken road. Sheriff said you never had a chance. Those men were bad, they played a dirty hand. But once you fought that they stole our land, so I knew I had to make a plan. The time was now to make a plan. Up the horse and the shooting iron, put out the lamp and I killed the fire. I left that old farmhouse wired, 'cause TNT don't take no sides. TNT don't give free rides. But you know I cried when you went to town. You know I cried when they gunned you down. You know I cried when you didn't come home. Now my tears run down forsaken road. La 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 la. Out in the cold, out on the run, out in the storm with their 6-gun. They'll never know what I have done. Our home's long gone, but I love one. Yeah, nothing like killing guys on a Wednesday afternoon. Of course, were it that I could get my hands on dynamite. So we're going to do last round. Okay, cool. It's a song I never sing, so to break out my words. The more we do it, the more the more I'm going to learn it, right? Out in the Storm Part 2. Okay, after that. Thank you, honey. Challenge me. It's good. I haven't sang this song since I was a kid, really. I learned it when I was about 12 years old, which, trust me, is a long time ago. So pretty with the lights on at night. See the ships in the harbor clear across the bay, and the fresh mountain sky lies like a ghost from the Rockies. But I still can't see the stars, and the pavement's much too hard. Tired of seeing these broken old men, ruined lives disappearing down the alley. I don't see no sense in hanging around. All I got is sore eyeballs and a pocket full of change. I play for your nickels and I play for your dimes. All I really wanna do is just to make you smile. I came into town, now I'm turning around. 'Cause all I got is sore fingers and a pocket full of change. Sick to heart to see the doorways, junkies and whores and dealers and the lot. All I got is soaring steps and a pocket full of change. The city has driven me away to the hills. I can still find some peace of mind, and I know I always will. The noise of the city life is choking my soul. Won't you open up your eyes before you get too old? The country's so fine, I can take my time. Ain't nobody hanging on to my next move. I don't see no sense in going into town, but I'll meet you down on Main Street and we'll go for one last round. Yeah, I'll meet you down on Main Street and we'll go for one last round. Oh my goodness, thank you all. Kale, yeah. Oh yeah, fun times. Anybody out there drinking their tea today? Thank you, Mashida. Thank you so much, darling. I do love playing songs that I never play. They're on my list because I like them. Ooh, here's another one. You guys are just cranking them out today. Cranking them out. All right. Next thing you're going to ask me for there's always a first time or something. Okay. LMNOPQRS. I've got these in alphabetical order. And yes, I still use paper. IJKLM. Oh, dear. Where did it go? I may have to remember this song off by heart. MN. We're missing the words to meet me on the train. Okay, they'll be, I wonder where they went. Well, let's see if I can remember it. Now, here's a real challenge, hey guys? Okay, this is gonna dig some deep in. Dig deep in. Deep digging. Let's tune the guitar first. Uh-oh. I'm feeling weary, darling. I'm going to catch the train. I'm going to catch the train. My body's feeling weak now. I'm going to catch the train. Catch the train. Though my head is on the pillow, body's feeling weak now. I feel like I should pray. I feel like I should pray. Pray that you meet me on the train. Pray that you meet me on the train. Meet me on the train. And you will know just where to go, my friend. Just wait for the sound of the whistle blowing. Pray that you meet me on the train. Sorry, guys. Pray that you meet me on the train. Meet me on the train. Well, I'm gonna have to dig up the words for that song because I just can't remember it. That shows you how little I play it. Drina Nestable, brilliant Canadian songwriter who had a bit of a rough patch, and she managed to get her second album out, and then barely. Anyway, we'll work on that one for next time. I don't know where the heck the words ended up. They must be in here somewhere. Things are all mixed up in my world here. Such is life. Sometimes these things happen. Okay, Out in the Storm Part 2. Well, that's one I know because I wrote that one. So you heard the Out in the Storm Part 1. She blows up the farmhouse. The bad guys show up. Okay, sweetie lurky land. Wednesday's all originals. That's right. We better have a shout out for Mr. Social Climber. If you guys don't know Social Climber. Oh, phooey. Well, that's frustrating, eh? New foo? Social Climber, amazing streamer, incredible human being, good friend of all of ours. Please check him out if you don't know. And if you don't know, I'm trying to get to 300. Woo! 300 follows. Or exhaustion, whichever happens first. And usually it's exhaustion at this point. This is our third try now. We've only got 9, or is it 8? How many have we got left, you guys? I guess we have to figure that out. I don't have the followers list in front of me. I only got one screen and I can't reach it. 8 now. That's thanks to you, Mashita. Our lady is here. Thank you for your 2 cents worth, my dear. Bless you, love. Hope you're having a good day. Caught us in time for a Killin' Guys song, so there you go. He asked me why you leaving, and I told him everybody'd left already, only I was just taking my turn. No gizzards, they're all out of gizzards. And I bet the sun felt the same when it shone down on every sorry soul gone before me. Faith's hope holds tight to one day all this killing and burning will clear a path to beauty. Joy for the suffered and the felled out in the storm. such a thing as gizzard pizza? I've been riding now 13 days straight, and my horse just come up lame. Left me twisted in this distant night, alone out on the plain. But the stars, they'll shine like diamonds in that sky so far away. I understand, okay. I've been running hard with all my soul. Now my hands played out this game. I don't know where it was I thought I'd go. It would always be the same as those stars that shine like diamonds in that sky so far away. When the darkness comes to take me down, don't suppose I'll be afraid. 'Cause the devil's had his way with me, now that ransom can't be paid. But those stars, they shine like diamonds in that sky so far away. But it don't matter anymore. I'm just flying blind till I reach the end where the good Lord closed that door. Yeah, the good Lord closed that door. Ah, the good Lord closing that door. And those stars, they'll shine like diamonds when I ain't round here no more. No more. No more. No Yeehaw. Yeah. Thank you, darlings. Thank you so much. I see Nightbots busily requesting all of your dollars, which I will indeed take. This is my job. This is my only job, is streaming here on Twitch right now. Thinking I might fire up another Facebook show on a different day, just because I have so many people that wouldn't come over to Twitch. I don't know what the heck is wrong with their brains. Yes. People like Brian Sullivan, for instance. He's my good buddy, and he's sending me like 18 messages on Facebook, and they're just coming across the screen here. He always says totally inappropriate things on the interwebs because he drinks vodka. by, well, a great deal of quantity. Oh, Nufu, concerned doggy. I don't know who that is. They be stuck in their old ways. Yeah, they're about to be taken over by the meta. Right? Yeah, there's always some kind of a story going on out there, isn't there, you guys? And it's hard to know what is going to manifest in the reality of the next little while. Because if, for instance, you go on the interwebs and you can see, like on YouTube, there's a channel called Revolution in the Streets, and Buddy's been documenting all of the protests going on all around the world, particularly in the big European cities, against things like, well, lockdowns and blah, 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 but mostly against vaccine passports and mandatory vaccination, which, it's all about that QR code, kids. Get your QR code on, and let's make sure we are checking in. Anyway, fascinating to see what's happening out there. Wait a minute. We're getting into a whole other tuning here. Ooh, I'm putting my arm to sleep here. There we go. Let's get that. You're so welcome, Ashita. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying up so late. Bless you. Come back again. Please come back again. Wednesdays would be the chance for you to catch me because I'm on, it's like 2 in the afternoon here. So, yeah, please do come by anytime. Okay. Here's another song I haven't played in forever. Catch me when I'm doing a waltz. Please request a song, hon. There's always a first time and always a last. What happens tomorrow there's always a first. Yeah, there's always a last time. And there's always a first. And when I have wronged you, you know that's not what I meant. If I could move backwards, I'd retrace my steps. But there's no use in living out yesterday's plans, 'cause there's always a first time, and there's always a last. Yeah, there's always a first time, and always a last. If it lasted forever, you know, life would mean less. To learn how to let go is part of love's test. However, which way that I choose to turn, there is always a last time, and always a first. No matter which way I walk down the path, there is always a first time, and always a last. There is always a first time, and always a last. I've got a wee Celtic song that I wrote for you, Eric. Yes, Eric being the master of amazing Celtic songs. Okay, come on, baby. It's a song about the gal who gets sick of her man going to sea. Greatest Mind TV, how's it going? You gonna get hold of me after the show here? We talk about some songs? Are you on Messenger? That's a really easy, video chat platform. Go back to your old scupper's wife. Go back to the old girl now. Go back to the dirt and the blood and the knife. See if I give care anyhow. See if I give care anyhow. The dogs are all dead and the children grown. Still she makes you wake and she makes you moan. And her dark delight stray you from me, though you say as fair as a blooming rose I be. As fair as a blooming rose I be. As fair as a blooming rose I be. So go back to your old scupper's wife. Go back to the old girl now. Go back to the dirt and the blood and the knife. See if I give care anyhow. See if I give care anyhow. If the sea, she don't take you, or the drink, or the fight, you'll come roving black some cold black night. But you won't find me here to fret a slight, 'cause it's now I'm the rambling rose. Now I'm the rambling rose. Now I'm the rambling rose. So go back to your old scupper's wife. Go back to the old girl now. Go back to the dirt and the blood and the knife. See if I give care anyhow. See if I give care anyhow. Rambling rose don't care no how. See if I give care anyhow. Yeah, Nick, get hold of me after. Send me a whisper and we'll figure out how to connect on the interwebs there and see if we can do a little collaboration on a song or get you started on an idea or whatever you are thinking of. I'm glad you like the song, Eric. It's my only Celtic song that I've ever written yet, so far, basically. Excuse me. I hear the sound of critters. Shall we go find us a critter, you guys? Hey, Jeff, you're still there, Mr. Thermite. Hot stuff. Let's go find us a critter, you guys. Critter cam. Let's see if the critter cam's even going. I forgot to plug it in last night. Whoopsie. Whoops, Daisy. Let's see. Oof. It's looking kind of dead. Uh-oh. You know what, guys? Plan B, there will be no critter cam today. Sorry, Nufu. Critter cam is completely dead. I thought it had more power than that, but apparently something is sucking the life out of my electronic devices. Let's see if it'll fire up enough to be critter cam. I don't think so. But we can try. Right? Come on, critter cam. I think it's fully dead, but we'll see. I will plug it in for tomorrow, though, for sure. I'll be back tomorrow night, for those of you that don't know. Tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is, of course, like, let's see, in the UK, that's 1 in the morning. And, yeah, there's no battery here. It ain't gonna happen, you guys. Sorry. No critter cam today. Shoot, I just totally forgot to plug it in last night. I'm gonna leave it up here on the thing, though, so that it will remind me. Take me down and plug me in. Okay, well, let's sing a song instead. Oh, Song Unbroken. Okay. Nufu, you're on it, baby. You're on it. Once again, another song that I do not sing. The gentleman who wrote this song, his name is Tim, known as T. Buckley. He's a friend of mine, a fellow songwriter from Calgary, Alberta, Canada here. And he has just announced his official showcase at the 2022 Folk Alliance International Conference. So he has officially got a showcase. So if you're going to Folk Alliance this year, make sure you look up T. Buckley. And likely, he'll be singing this song right here. This is off his album before. His latest one. Haters try to sell you words with no harmony. Hustlers try to move you, rhythm with no melody. The jester wears the crown, tall tales and sleight of hand. Preacher rants to lost souls what the Lord above commands. But you sing like an angel. You cry sweet words unspoken, even under the weight of the world. You are a song unbroken. He wrote this song for his little daughter Ruthie. Good name for a kid, right? Politicians holler to keep their hands upon the reins. Working man, he's got the blues, hard times and a lost way. The anchor never breaks his smile, despite the words upon the page. Plastic puppet, puppet, with a smile on his face. But you sing like an angel. You cry sweet words unspoken, even under the weight of the world. Baby, you are a song unbroken. But you smile like a sunbeam, clear as church bells chime, and you breathe new life into every six-string story rhyme. And you sing like an angel, you cry sweet words unspoken, even under the weight of the world. You are a song unbroken, even under the weight of the world. You are a song unbroken. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. T. Buckley has an official showcase, Folk Alliance International, coming up in, I believe it's February. Might be January, but I think it's February. I haven't even looked at the dates for this year's conference. Thank you guys so very much. I just love you all. Thank you, Nufu. I just appreciate you being here for my shows all the time. All of you guys. Hey, Jedi. Howdy doody. How are you? Okay, well, here's a song I wrote for a friend of mine who got totally twisted on crystal meth. What? Yeah, no, really, it happens to regular folks all the time. They think they're buying cocaine. No. First one's free, right? Yeah. There's another bad drug. We got a list of them. Alcohol being one. If you don't know how to handle your booze, it's a tough drug. And even if you do know how to handle your booze, it's hard on your body. Another one, crystal meth. Eat your face off. So it'll make sense, to the references in the song. Maybe that was TMI, right? Too much information. Good for you, Nufu. That's the way to do it. You are definitely a drug in yourself because you are just so amazing. I definitely get high when I come to see you. High with happiness and love. You got to get yourself on a better path. You got to get yourself down the road. You got to get yourself right back on track. Baby, baby, you know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm walking with you inside your heart. I know that somehow you can find a star. Don't you give up now, you'll make it through somehow. You just gotta step out of the dark. And you can fly high like an eagle. And you can roll like the wind. But if you don't come right back down to earth, I don't know where this thing get you here. You're just flying high without no fear. But when the time is right to end this crazy flight, that's when you're gonna find me here. And you can fly like an eagle, and you can roll like the wind. But if you don't come right back down to earth, I don't know where this thing might end. You can fly like an eagle. You can roll like the wind. If you don't come right back down to earth, I don't know where this thing might end. Oh no. And if you don't come right back down to earth, I guess I know how this thing ends. How this thing ends. How this thing ends. That's right. Well, kids. Shifui, shifui, foi. Oif, noi, noi. Boo ba boo 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 doo. I haven't got much energy today, have I? I'm singing all right, but oof, feeling pretty tuckered. It must be all this big snow. And here we were going to go watch with the critter cam. I can open the curtain though and show you guys the snow if you like. It actually looks like it stopped snowing out there. Sorry to be so boring. Boring. Usually I'm not boring at all. Usually I'm pretty much got something crazy going on, like, you know, special effects. Yeah. Whew. Okay. It's translating over the interwebs. Yeah, chill. That's right. Chill. Goodness. The percussion section over here. Sort of like a triangle, only not. Okay, well, there we go. Okay, LV. Good choice, man. Hi. Get to one of our fine favorites. It's our favorite one that we do. Let's tune the guitar for that since we like it so much. Oh, cool, Jeff. Well, I try to be reasonably entertaining, but you know how it is. We're only human, and Twitch actually is streaming for 3 straight hours, or 2 or 4, or whatever. Trained for 37 years playing music, And typically we would play for 40 minutes and take a break, and then play for 45 minutes and take a break, or maybe an hour or an hour and a half at the most. Mr. Chris 6, how are you, Mr. Who Never Sleeps? Chris has made a fabulous advertisement, a hilarious, kind of a little spoofy thing for the video, which I'm not going to release till the new year because Christmas is coming and there's just too much kerfuffle. I'm going to have to come up with a plan for a fundraiser to get the album out. Maybe we can do one here on Twitch, partly, and maybe I can do like a GoFundMe or something, because it's just going slow, the money part. Being that I haven't got any jobs or any gigs or anything like that. So, boom. Chris is an amazing video editor, and he can make really cool videos and ads for your stuff. Ah, yes, the funny comes out. Yeah, pretty good, Chris. Pretty funny. Okay, and you know what happens when I get no sleep? I have no brain cells. I can't remember what I'm doing. What are we doing again? Oh, I remember now. There we go. Tough stuff. You see, I still have my tiara on because I'm celebrating being a princess up here in the castle of snow. Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down? It's only right that you should play the way you feel it, but listen carefully to the sound of your loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad in the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had. You lost. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. I love they have it read down to the seconds. Cool, you guys. Nice new command. Well, here I go again. I see the crystal visions. I keep my visions to myself. It's only me who wants to wrap around your dreams. And have you any dreams you'd like to sell? Little dreams of loneliness are like a heartbeat, drive you mad from the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost and what you had. Welcome, Raiders. Thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Women, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. Said thunder only happens when it's raining. Holy smokes, you guys. Thank you so much for the raid. LV. Jedi. Look what's happening here. Thank you so much for coming on in. How did you end up here? You guys came in for the raid. Now, I didn't see who brought this raid over here. Can you guys... Scanart, thank you for the bits. I'm singing away on my song, and suddenly there's all these people here. You guys are so awesome. Zamlop. Wow. Cool. Thank you for coming in. We are on a mission to get to 300 follows. Pianelli. Okay, she just made affiliate. Oh, cool. Okay, well, I will absolutely come over and follow you as soon as I get off the interwebs here. I can't quite reach my keyboard to do it from here. So, yes. And she's amazing, of course. Right? Well, congratulations on just making affiliate. It's a lot of fun up here on Twitch. I only have 6 follows to go, and I will be at 300. So, by the way, folks, it's Ask Me Anything on Wee Wednesday. So ask me anything that you would like. And or request a song, or both. Absolutely. My name is Ruthie. Ruth Purvis Smith, big long handle, so I just go with Ruthie. I'm from, very near Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I live all by my little self out here on the prairies with my critters. That's right, Jeff. Just me and my critters in my little house on the prairie, kind of like the TV show. Oh, thank you for the gift sub. Zamlop. Yeah. Wow, thank you so very much. This is how I make my living, is playing music. For 37 years, I've been a singer-songwriter, musician, like girl with the big hair and short skirts back in the original days. I'm in Canada, that's right. Western Canada, Alberta. Oh, you live by yourself in the west of Finland. Okay, well, there's for the Western living by themselves peoples. An anonymous cheers 100 bits. Wow. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, good Lord, you guys, here comes a hype train on top of it all. Raids and hype trains and everything. Well, please do request a song. Wow, you guys, holy cow. This is very exciting for a Wednesday afternoon. I think we might really actually have a chance of getting to, look at all these bits and subs, of getting to 300 followers this afternoon. What do you think, guys? Phone all your friends, tell their moms. Request songs. Please let me know if there's anything I can do or say for you. Or sing, specifically, mostly. Greetings. Okay, let's try not to have a disaster now with all this excitement. That's quite typical for me to have some kind of a disaster. Because it's never dull around here. No, it's not. Not ever. Nice windy city. Where is Vasa? In what country? Okay, here's a song request. It's a song written by a good friend of mine who lives right down the road. Only about 100 miles away. This is a love song. Thank you for coming here today, folks. Scanark, thank you. Well, I guess we had a good run, but it's over now. All this time I loved you, guess I didn't know how to love you right. Kept you up at night, I ruined your day. Then I went away, I blew my cool, broke every rule. But I never meant to hurt you, though at times Ride your pony to your ocean blue. It was good to love you. Same with me, guys. I love this song so much. I want it played at my funeral. If I have a funeral, that is. It seems like a luxury anymore. Well, I didn't see it coming, yet knew it all along. I felt so much at home, yet knew I didn't belong. Your perfect world has no place for me. My tired eyes, for days they weep, ain't blind enough to see things your way. But that's just the way I am, and you're the way you are. You were here in my heart, babe, held you dear. Here in my heart, babe, still I know that you were true. Ride your pony to your ocean blue. It was good to love you. Yeah, good to love you. Choo choo choo. Thank you for a level 1, you guys. Bless your hearts. You were here in my heart, babe, held you dear. Here in my heart, babe, and you know that I still do. Ride your pony to your ocean blue. Like the sand castles that we made, washed out by a wave. Some things just can't be saved. Goodbye, baby. It was good to love you. Goodbye, baby. It was good to love you. Goodbye, baby. It was good to love you. So good to love you. Go for it, Chris. Do you Ken's coming round? What? Are you fooling with us, new food? Oh, sure enough, look at that. Who's coming around? Do you Ken? How's it going over there? Veronica! Veronica! Yay, welcome, Raiders. My name is Ruthie, and we're trying to get to 300 follows today. So thank you so much for coming over and rating. Woohoo! The song list is open. I am happy to play any song that you can find on there. And as a added bonus and incentive, today is Ask Me Anything on a wee Wednesday. Ask me anything. That's right. What do you want to know about Ruthie or her life or anything at all in the whole wide world? Apparently, I'm not very good at math. When Coincidence Machine came over and asked me what the square root of 17 was, I wasn't able to tell him that it was 4.13123 right off the top of my head. We are 4, count them, 4 followers away. So phone your mom, ask her to please come over to Twitch and follow Ruthie. Oh, and look, we've still got a hype train going. Jedi, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. 41 seconds, 39 seconds. We've made it all the way to level 2 or level 1, and we're kind of working on level 2, but. Wide open queue. That's right, folks. So, yes, it's Ask Me Anything Wednesday. Jedi's so generous. My gosh, man. My gosh, man. And Scanark. Okay, so how was your guys' stream? How's it going? What's shaking? Jedi. Jedi. Jedi, you are so fine. Jedi. 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 The mighty powers of the Jedi. Woohoo. What is my favorite food? Oh, you guys, you know what I love? My favorite food in the whole world is a little berry. It's called a Cape gooseberry or a phasalis. Level 1 hype training modes, kids. All right. Venusberg, hello. Great to see you all here. Absolutely. Yeah. Jedi is such a kind, generous soul. He's basically independently supporting my life. Here on Twitch. He's bought so many gift subs for this channel. Cheers, you guys. Aligned Alchemy, Chris. My favorite movie. Ooh, there's a tough one. You know what? There was a movie that I loved years ago. I don't know who was in it or oh gosh. Evangeline. Oh gosh, my brain. It was a movie called Trip to Bountiful. It was a lovely movie. Lovely movie. Trip to Bountiful with she was a star of old, and she was now aged, and she played an older lady, the old lady, well, the main character in the movie. Yep. Rocky Horror Picture Show. You're not strange at all, Chris. I bet you've got a whole fan club crew of people here, even people that are here right now that are probably also like Rocky Horror Picture Show. Yay! Of course, the very first Star Wars movie was epic. Seeing it in 1977 in the theater, lining up for hours to get in. And of course, dressing up, because you can see the color here of my hair is actually pretty much naturally the color of Princess Leia's hair. That's right. And so, of course, and I had really long straight hair in the day. And, so I dressed up with my hair in the little round little side buns and was definitely Princess Leia henceforth. And you see, I still retain the tiara. So, yeah, I would say Trip to Bountiful and the very first Star Wars movie. Okay. Jedi bear hug. Okay, cool. So you've got to go. Okay. I don't blame you. Having just finished doing your stream, it's time for a rest. Well, tell your friends to come on over. Tell all your pals, 5 years old, and watch Star Wars at a drive-in. Okay, cool. Cool. Well, I was just the right age. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again. That's about as good as we're going to get on that one. Thanks again for the raid. Whew. Yes, we have hugs. Hugs to go all round. Right, Susie Funtown and Chris and Jedi. Get me some gin and yes, that's true. A little bit of gin. We might sing anything. We might sing anything. Do I have an absolute favorite song to sing, Ruthie? Well, we've sang a couple of them tonight. An absolute favorite song to sing, because one of them was definitely Good to Love You. Love singing that song. See, we got hugs go around. I love it. I'm trying to think. I have to think on the absolute favorite song to sing. I like singing Godzilla, one of the songs that I wrote. It's pretty fun to sing because it's monster scary song. Then you get to sing a scary thing. Okay, what is something spooky? Sokazuko. Skin up and a pot of tea for me, says Nufu. Love the Godzilla song. Cool. Well, I would be happy to sing that song right now, were it that anybody would like to hear it. Chin up and a pot of tea. Or is it skin up? And then I'm not sure what we're talking about at that point. So when I woke up today, it was raining. Drop D, that's right, scary. 1st of December, raining. I don't know that it's done that ever in my lifetime around here. Then it turned to snow, which was normal, and I was like, oh, whew, okay. Beast came by, wrecked up my house again. Still each time I have to let him in, 'cause my life with Godzilla's what I'm living. And I don't have time to tidy all the mess. I just keep piling up the broken pieces. I can't quite bring myself to confess that my life with Godzilla's what I'm living. And now he's out there crashing all around. Sometimes he frightens the whole town. Hang on to the children, 'cause he's got the devil in him. You just gotta wait until he goes back underground. Not so sure what I'm gonna do. I just keep breathing in and out. But I suppose that most of you have a monster too. And you know this life with Godzilla that I'm living. And now he's out there crashing all around. underground. Walking on broken glass again. Little Scary Monster songs. Bama Queen, hey, thank you for the sub, Jedi. You're taking care of everybody all the time. Dante at chess. Oh, Nufu is a chess man, is he? My goodness, I'm not surprised. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys all so very much. We are on the path to 300 followers. So if you know anybody out there that wants to come over and follow us, that would be super fantabulous. Super fantabulous. I think we are, how many are we away now? 6 or something? 6 bodies. We only need 6 more bodies. Is it 6? Or is it 4? Are we actually down to 4? 4. Are we at golf? Smash that follow button. Okay, yes. Wonderful. We're at 4. We've only got 4 more to go, you guys. Well, that can't take too long. 7 years ago. Civic! Hi, buddy. How are you? We're here on the path, attempting to get to 300 followers. We're only got 4, count them, 4 more to go. Just phone up your pals, get them over here, tell them, you gotta follow Ruthie, she's losing her mind. She's been trying for 3 days to get this done. No, okay, not quite that bad. We are the square root of 17 anyway, pretty much, right? 4.123. Just ask me anything. Today is Ask Me Anything Day, because that's the added incentive of trying to get to 300 follows. So ask me anything and then phone your mom and say, follow Ruthie. I just asked her what, the name of her chiropractor is. Or, whatever it is you want to ask me. Anything, really. Doesn't matter. I will answer your question. Or suddenly the screen will go black. Okay. What is my mother's maiden name? Her maiden name. Yeah, and I'm not going to answer that one. No. Because that's the password for your banking information. Really, you know what? It doesn't matter because I don't use that as a password for my banking information or anything else like that, because I have a big sign out in the front of my house that says Baird. Because it turns out that I am, in fact, the matriarch. The matriarch for my clan, the Scottish clan of the Bairds, Baird. And my bank account password is 123, howdy dee, fiddly dee, and wee hee hee. That's right. Oh, no, I should give you my banking password. Actually, Jedi, I will give you my bank password because, dude, you just keep putting money into my Twitch account. We'll just go ahead and follow that pattern and take it right over to my bank account. That's fine. Jedi can have my banking information, no problem, because there's no money in the account, and Jedi is always so generous that suddenly I think that might cure. Wee hee hee, right? Banking passwords. Wee hee hee. There's never any money in here. I've been a musician my whole damn life. Well, before that, I was a cook and a horse wrangler for big hunting outfits. What? Yeah. Well, some of them were hunters, some of them were filmmakers, some of them were people that just want to ride around on horses for hundreds of miles. But those days are, I don't know if they even still do it anymore. There's the odd outfitter out there, I think, still. It was funny, I hadn't been outfitting for many, many years. But when I was touring around in the UK, you got your tooth fixed and found your toothache from another tooth was caused by a sensitive to use sensitive. Yay! Okay. Sensitivity. What's for dinner tonight? Salmon steaks. I'm going to eat a salmon steak. What are you having for dinner, Elfie? Do you like fish? Seems to me you might not be a fish guy, albeit you like your gizzards. Salmon, right? Yes, I've got a salmon steak for tonight. Or I could have pork chops. I did not hunt for these particular salmon in this situation, but nor did I hunt for the pork chops, other than going to the grocery store. However, I have had all kinds of wild meat from working in those outfits for the years. So, for instance, if you were to kill a moose or a deer or an elk or a ungulate or type of critter of any kind, I could take and skin it and cape out the hide so that you could have a mount, make a stuffed guy out of it. Taxidermy purposes, I'd know how to turn the nose and the ears and the feet. Get the knuckles down in the feet, and I would know how to then butcher up that carcass and make it into jerky and canned on the wood stove meat, and a hind quarter I would hang in a tree with a tarp over it after having covered it in dry pepper. And that would be my meat source. For hi, Babyland. Thanks, Jeff. Well, I am a prairie/mountain raised in the wild kind of a gal. Worked for many years in the outfits with the horses. We'd go a couple 100 miles. Babyland, another sub. Thank you. Bless you, love. Thank you for subscribing. You're an angel. So we would travel a couple 100 miles on horseback, usually with about 30 head of loose horses. And they'd pack in all our stuff, and then all the supplies would come in by float plane. And rarely could the boys get a decent horse wrangler. So technically I was the cook a lot of the time, but I also would pack them up with 3 or 4 head of horses and ride them over a couple of ranges of mountains and then come back with the horses and stay in the camp by myself until they all showed up again. Okay. Awesome. Babyland has put a song on the Discord suggestions. For some reason, I'm not getting my Discord notices, so I'm going to go over there and check on some stuff. And yes, I'm going to endeavor to learn the songs that you guys suggest. They may not come out the way that they sound originally because it's just me and this old beat-up acoustic guitar, but we will do our best. Here's a song about drinking. That's a good thing to do. There's the wife, Chris says. Yeah, so if all hell breaks loose, I'm heading for the bush. I know how to live in the woods year-round. In fact, I got so bushy in those days. When we'd come out back to civilization after being up there for 5 or 6 months, the first time you get into a vehicle, 25 miles an hour is freaking white knuckle fast, first of all. And, woo! And someone say, drinking? Clever. It's time for drinking right now. Ready for whiskey after that nap. Good girl. Well, here's a song about drinking. Anyway, so yeah, you end up in the bush. It's fascinating how tame we are here in the modern world. And it's also fascinating how quickly you can go back to being essentially wild. All your senses completely change, your ability to deal with the cold and the elements. Your body adapts very quickly. It's fascinating. But yeah, being in a room, the first time I walked into a building after the echo from the building, I could acutely hear it. So you imagine what it's like for wild animals. Making pizzas, homemade pizzas. Well, that's the way to go. You don't even like whiskey. Neither do I, Susie. We're totally into the gin, aren't we? Well, come to Canada, Jeff. Come on over and visit me. I got lots of room. I got RVs for touring around, and I know my way all over the country. Almost bought a Wagnum. Cliver likes his Wagnums of wine. It's a Magnum, but if you drink the whole thing, it becomes a Wagnum. All that wine. Woo! Yeah, come on over, Jeff. Send me a message. If you're coming to Canada, just come on by. I got lots of room for company. Since when does Nightbot tell anybody what I'm doing? Followers. Okay. With 20 years instead, don't 2 hours. Okay, well, there we go. Nightbot telling us some stuff. It's not really telling us how many followers there are in the whole thing, but okay, one day coming to Canada. Yeah, and Cliver, you're going to come up for a visit soon, aren't you? You know what? I think I may have been wrong about the plumbing under the sink not working. Maybe I was just delusional because it seems to be all sealed up now. Night, it might tell your mother's maiden name. Right, Nightbot. It might tell your mother's maiden name. Well, we don't care because it means nothing in my world. My mother's maiden name is right out on the front of the street. I am the matriarch of my mother's tribe of Scottish people. Okay, there we go. I've been up playing music for a couple of hours here. How long before I press some CDs? Okay, that's a great question on Ask Me Anything Wednesday. How long does it take to raise about $1,400? Be about $1,200 to press 500 CDs. There's some background vocals and one guitar track left to put on the album, and then she is ready to be mixed, mastered, and pressed. So I need about $1,200 to press it. And really, you still want to place the whole drain? Okay, well, we'll talk about it. We're all Nightbots now. So yeah, I'm gonna release a couple of singles with videos first, Cliver, and then I'll press the album. Beaties. It's just super expensive. Like my friend Steve Pinio, he has a Christmas album which he wanted to drop off at the CBC, Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and the building's gone, and they don't take actual physical CDs anymore. And he'll be gall darned if he's going to release it digitally because it cost him $17,000 to record it, and he'll get 3 cents from the digital release. So he wants people to buy it from him physically, but he can't even send it to the radio like that anymore. It's gotten a little crazy. Okay, so the singles will be, first one coming up with the video made by our good friend Chris Six, video editor extraordinaire. He's now a filmmaking guy. Captain Kirk, the first song coming up. First thing in the new year. And then, the next song, I think we should release the title track. So to make that video is going to cost a lot of dough, but on we go. And the title track is Piano in the Field. It's a true story. And then I think the third single should definitely be the duet with my good buddy Brady Enslin. It's a song called Chelsea in the Walmart Parking Lot, and it's a duet. So there. Those are the three I think I'm going to release as solos. Let me go home, whiskey. Let me walk out that door. Let me go home, whiskey. Let me walk out that door. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. Well, I stopped by the fence just to visit with a friend of mine. Well, I stopped by for a minute, but I overstayed my time. Won't you let me go home, whiskey? Let me walk out that door. Let me go home, whiskey. Let me walk out that door. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. Cool, eh, Chris? Brady can sure sing, that kid. He's amazing. We co-wrote that song together. It's alright, won't you let me go home? Whiskey, let me walk out that door. Let me go home. Whiskey, let me walk out that door. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. Tell me why, oh why does whiskey make me lose my head? Got me sitting here on the bar stool when I should be home in my bed. Won't you let me go home? Whiskey, let me walk out that door. Let me go home. Whiskey, let me walk out that door. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. I got orders from my baby not to come home drunk no more. Mm-hmm. 15 contacts equals 23 times 15 is 345 or something like that. Okay. Right. If we all share. Yes, thank you, Cliver. Mr. Math. Excellent brain. Okay, you heard the... okay, so you heard some of the pre-production stuff, or just like me and the acoustic guitar with all the parts. And of course, my producer went ahead and charted all the songs so that all the players could just come in and bang them off. Wow, it was amazing. Yeah, really cool. So yes, I'm very excited about my new album. It's been a long time coming, and really the only thing standing in the way of releasing it is money. Money, money, money. Because I owe the studio, I owe the producer, I got to get it mixed, mastered, pressed, and then marketing. Half the deal with an album is marketing it. So I'm going to be in debt to Chris Six for 8,000 years because he just keeps making me cool videos. We're having a lot of fun with it, actually. So, yeah, if you need a music video and you have the ability to just get the raw footage, Chris can sync it to your album, to your cover, to your track, and make a, record it with the audio, and then he pulls the audio and can make a video. It's really cool. Yeah, studio musicians are heavily trained beings, very intelligent, especially the bass player and the guitar player, and the steel player, like all of them. The top drawerist musicians. In fact, Mitch J, the dobro player for Captain Kirk there, he just won the Canadian Country Music Award Best Instrumentalist of the Year this year. So yeah, that's my dobro player. Woo! On the record. Nice, eh? Canadian Country Music Award winner, Mitch J. Check him out. He's a heck of a guitar player. Yeah, they're pretty amazing musicians. Really fine humans too, which never hurts anybody's feelings, right? Okay, there's Chris's, there's Chris's production info. If you want to go ahead and follow him on interwebs, Facebook and Twitter, there we go, yeah. And a Discord channel, okay. And he's got some examples of my video and some shots and stuff from that up there. And he makes all kinds of cool stuff. He's just getting started. It all started here on Twitch, was Chris had made a little video for our other Twitch friend, Jay Bocott, just out of some, online footage that he had for one of, oh, hey, who is there? Shiroshima, nice. Anyway, Chris had made a video for Jay, and I said, hey, man, I need a video made for my first single. Chris, that'd be really fun if you do it. And he's like, yeah, for sure. And then I get all the footage together, and then he goes, yeah, I've never actually made a real, official music video. And boy, did he ever nail it out of the park. It's actually on my Discord. If you want to go to the Discord, my Discord, in the general and in the music categories, there's a link to see a preview of the as of yet unreleased first single for the album. So it's a song called Captain Kirk. Yeah, right? So go check it out. Does anybody, what have we got on board here for the song list today? Well, we've already played that one. So song lists are open. And we are looking for our last, dun, 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 our last 4 followers to make it to 300 follows, which to me is astounding. I'm absolutely excited. Okay, you edited this. Okay, wow, Jedi, you're just so amazing. 297. We've only got 3 left to go. Woohoo! That's amazing, you guys. 3 follows left to go. Well, I'm going to keep singing some songs then. Why don't we do a little Nancy Griffith tune here? I would really like to sing this one. We're breaking out a bunch of songs that I don't do very often. I haven't quite learned them yet. Still got pieces of paper with the words. But, yeah. So, this is a song that I always loved. All my life I wanted to go to Texas. Excuse me, and I didn't make it there till I was 50. First time I saw the blue bonnets, I just sobbed. $2.99. Thank you, new followers. Bless you all. Thank you, old followers, as well. Little song from Nancy Griffith here. One more to go, you guys. We can do it. Gulf Coast Highway. He worked the rails. He worked the rice fields with their cold, dark wells. He worked the oil rigs on the Gulf of Mexico. The only thing we've ever owned is this old house here by the road. And when he dies, he says he'll catch some blackbird's wing, and he will fly away to heaven on some sweet blue bonnet spring. Bama Queen, you're an angel. Were sweet, the nights were warm, the seasons changed, the jobs would come, the flowers fade, and this old house felt so alone when the work took him away. And when I die, I say I'll catch some blackbird's wing, and I will fly away to heaven on some sweet blue bonnet spring. Highway 90, the jobs are gone. We tend our garden, we set the sun. This is the only place on earth blue bonnets grow, and once a year they come and go by this old house here by the road. And when we die, we say we'll catch some blackbird's wing, and we will fly away to heaven on some sweet blue bonnet spring. That's a little love song called Gulf Coast Highway from Nancy Griffith. One follow to go. We can do it, guys. Call all your friends, send them over. Request a song. Ask me any question that you want on the phone or on the show. It's a big one to get to 300. We took 3 different tries and we're going to do it. We're going to do it if we have to stream until 2 in the freaking morning, and it's only 2 in the afternoon. No, it's 3 in the afternoon. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. Do I hear him going once? Do I hear him going twice? Let him go, we just need one more follower. Do I hear one more follower? One more follower. One more follower. Okay, I'm not an auctioneer, evidently. That's what it sounds like to me when they're going. Right? Yeah. Right, Susie? It's like, Ruth, if you don't stop doing that right now, we're going to turn you off. We're closing the computer. Right now. Right now. Okay, my God, you guys were out of tea. We have to find one more follower somewhere out there in the interwebs. Call your mom quick. Ah! One more follower. I'm not going to put you through too much more torture. Let's find that follower. What are you going to do when a follower? Okay, no, I'm stopping. I'm sorry. I'm going to get unfollowers with my bad auctioneering. It's true. They'll be like, run screaming into the night. Okay, so any more requests out there? How about a Jonathan Bird tune? Oh, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that one. Let's do the Jonathan Bird tune that got me to play this guitar. Most of you know the story now. Oh no, Jedi, you lost a follower and you haven't even started streaming yet? They were like, this damn Jedi's not doing nothing. Some Jedi he is. He's the silent Jedi. Well, we love you, Jedi, and we would follow you 100 times over. We would follow you into the dark. There's a nice song. Maybe I should learn that one. I've heard... I've got some brain problems these days. I've heard Trust Hustler do that one, and it's really neat on the baritone guitar, isn't it? People follow you because you're fun, Susie Funtown. That's why they're just like, we're just waiting for her to do something. She's gonna be so fun. It'll be Funtown. Jedi saved by Jeff and his mighty thermal powers. Now you gained one back, Jedi. There we go. This song is for all the folks that do what they wish they didn't have to do. But just some keeps them on the path. There's a jackknife out on Highway 10. It's the biggest mess I've ever seen. And I'm late to meet the candy man. And it's been a long time since I've been clean. Don't know how I got so low. No, I don't know how I got so mean. Digging for change in the backseat clothes. And it's been a long time since I've been clean. Ain't got the money, but I got the Jones to get to the corner and wait there by the phone. If falling in love is like going insane, then this must be the devil's dream. 'Cause I'm waiting out here in the pouring rain. Still, it's been a long time since I've been clean. Everybody follow everybody. We're just like marching all around in a big old circle of love. There's a jackknife out on Highway 10. Yeah, it's the biggest mess I've ever seen. And I'm late to meet the candy man. And it's been a long time since I've been clean. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been clean. Did we make 300? That must be you, Hoover Mist, coming on in and hitting that follow button. Well, thank you so much, guys. Please do request a song. Yay, we did it. We did it. We did it. It took 3 tries to get to 300 because we are 3 million times more better than we were just a few minutes ago. Yeah. Okay. They say things go in threes. The 300, that's right. Dun, 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 dun. We shall overcome all those nasty Persians and their evil ways, or at least we will fight them right to the final last man standing. Okay, cool. Yes, as long as I don't do any auctioneering, right? Okay, I won't even start. Yeah, okay. Put the brakes on those auctioning sounds right now, Ruthie, right now. Right now. Oh my God, just in time, too. Right? Just in time. You guys ran out of tea. Okay. Well, please, Hoover Mist, darling. And Bring Me Rocks is here, too. Hiya, darlings. Okay, fantastic. Okay. Oh, you came in with Allie. Okay. You're just piping up now, then, are you? Marvelous. Red Queen Rhonda. New to the stream. Okay, Chris. Chris Six is an amazing video editor. Did you know that about him? Red Queen Rhonda? Cool. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you guys all for being here. We're going to sing a couple more songs here. 1, 2, 3 or so more. If you have a request, please do. Hit the exclamation mark SL and you will get the song list. Thank you for joining and following everybody and for all the subs and the diddly dees, the little biddly dits, and all of that stuff. You guys will know I'm telling you the truth that this completely is how I'm being supported right now is Twitch. A lot of set of circumstances, such as it is, that things are kind of crazy in my life, and so here I am. Welcome. Red Queen Rhonda. Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. What do we got for the next song here? Oh, where's my hand? Hand up. There it is. Okay, we did Clean. Better Day. Okay, big tuning. Well, I'm having a wonderful afternoon, you guys. Thanks to all of you. Thank you for coming over, folks. A song I wrote about what getting through all of the crazy stuff. Life as a poor person. That'd be me. But I'm only poor as far as cash goes. I'm actually super rich in every other way. God flies in the cupboard, but there ain't no food. God flies in the cupboard, but there ain't no food. God flies in the cupboard and they buzz and they hover trying to get 'em out. Don't do no good. Love all the hugs, you guys. Awesome. Got a nickel on the ground laying in the dirt. Got a nickel on the ground laying in the dirt. Got a nickel on the ground laying all around. Gonna pick it up, but it ain't got no worth. 'Cause a rich man, he gets richer on the play, and the poor man, he stays where he's gone to stay. Dog eat dog till judgment day, when God's great light will shine the way to a better day. Tell you what, that was a better day, the day that I discovered Twitch, and all of you people came into my life. That was a better day, the day that I found all of you. And that was a better day when we got to 300 followers. Gonna sing for my supper, that's what I'll do. Gonna sing for my supper, that's what I'll do. Gonna sing for my supper, well, I'm pretty lucky. Most of the world's starving through and through. Well, a rich man, he gets richer on the play, and the poor man, he stays where he's gone to stay. Dog eat dog till judgment day, when God's great light will shine the way. Rich man, he gets richer on the play, and the poor man, he stays where he's gone to stay. Dog eat dog till judgment day, when God's great light will shine the way. God's great light will shine the way. Yeah, God's great light will shine the way. I say now, God's great light will shine away to a better day. Oh, a better day. That's a better day right now. That's a better day now, thanks to all the bits and the fabulous people in this room right here with me on the internet TV. You guys, thank you. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Woo-hoo-hoo. You are do. You guys are just so cool. You guys are so cool. Oh yeah. Cheers, you guys. Thank you. Thank you all so very, very, very much. I'm absolutely indebted to you. You guys can go off with the rest of your day after this show going, yes, that's right, I am single-handedly, along with my other 300 follower friends, saving Ann Musician out on the Alberta prairies, saving her from despair, destitution, loneliness, poverty, and just general annihilation. So remember that, guys. Remember, it is true. Okay, Cliver would like to hear what is my best blues. Okay, or a very high energy tune. How about we do that all together as one? Being that the very next request is exactly that song, Cliver. See, you and Jedi are completely in sync. Right? Let me just make sure that's the right one. Yes, it is. Okay, good. This is a blues song that I wrote, or my idea of what a blues song would be. You stay awesome too, Jeff. Thank you for being here. How can you be so mean, baby? How could you be so cruel? You just had to have what there was of me. Then you played me for the fool. Over my head, I'm in darkness now, 'cause I live 'neath the sea of deep blue. Deep blue. Deep blue. Deep blue. Deep blue. Yes, my world, you can see, is deep blue. Thought that I found safe harbor here. Thought that I might slip ashore at your docks. Through the shallows, you lured me without a care, till I ran aground on the rocks. I disappeared in the fray as the waves crashed in. Still you sailed on, leaving me to be lost in the deep blue. Deep blue. Deep blue. Deep blue. Yes, my world, you can see, is deep blue. Anonymous, you're the best. Shipwrecks and heartbreaks are kind of the same thing. They sink you down in an ocean, bound in your mortal remains. Down, down in your mortal remains. You're a pirate, and I'm just a piece of eight, cast away for more treasure and jewels. Scuttled craft set adrift, overboard shark bait in the deep, deep dark blue. deep blue sea. In the deep, deep blue sea. In the deep, deep blue sea. In the deep, deep blue sea. I'm drowning in the deep blue sea. Drowning in the deep, deep blue sea. Down in the deep, deep blue sea. Little bit of the deep blue sea. There we go, Cliver. There's a little blues for you, son. Son, sunshine of mine. You guys, thank you so very much. And you gals, and you peoples, and you folks. Thank you so much for being here with me. All 3 times till we reached our goal. 300 follows. I can't even believe I'm here and doing this. And I'm even more can't believe that I didn't find Twitch sooner. But a little late, but I finally got here. So you guys are going to save my life. You totally are saving my life already. And I know I go on and on and on about it, but if you could walk in my shoes for a day, you would understand. And were it that you could slip into my mind and know all that I know, you would understand. And so this song goes out to all of you because I love you so much. And I think you understand, and you don't even have to. For you, there'll be no more shots, man. Sorry, I'm trying to read the words and think and sing at the same time. I read, thank you, sweetly, let's make it 1,000 followers. I know that what is holding back is money. I know, right? Dante, boom, shaka, boom, shakalaka. Okay, Susie, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here for this momentous occasion. Take good care, love. Love you so much. We will get to 1,000, Cliver. Don't panic. We're going to tell all our friends about ourselves. For you, there'll be no more crying. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. To you, I'll give the world. to you. I will never be cold, 'cause I know that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds are singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Like never before. I should probably mention that Cliver MacGyver was one of the guys that made the video, did the actual filming on location for Chris Six to put together the video. He's talking about the first single there. It's a great tune, Captain Kirk. That's the name of my first single coming out here in the new year. First single from my new album. You did a huge part, Clive. We didn't get a ton of it into the video, but we got everybody dancing there. Grandpa dancing. Mr. Greg Klima's Grandpa Dancers. And I wish you all the love in the world. But most of all, I wish it from myself. And the songbirds keep singing like they know the score. And I love you, I love you, I love you like never before. Like never before. Like never before. All right, darlings, let's go on a raid. We've made our goals. You've been here with me all afternoon, and I'm super grateful. I'm supposed to get hold of Nick, or he's supposed to get hold of me, and we're supposed to work on writing a song today. This went a little longer than I thought. We'll catch up, though. If you're still out there, Nick, Eric, thank you. Jedi, Nufu, thank you all. Thank you all so very much. It's truly my pleasure to be here with you, because time is all we actually have, guys. Everything else goes. Time and love, that's it. That's all. That's all there is. And music is part of that, isn't it, eh? Sharing together and playing music and having fun times. It's a pretty cool thing. Piano Julia, you're still here. Or no, wait. We got Piano Alley and we got Piano Julia. Okay, that's cool. Bama Queen. Okay. Is Klima on yet? Is Klima up and running yet? Oh yeah. If he's okay. Is he about to start? So should I just like fool around for a few more minutes and then we'll just go raiding over to Klima? Okay. Start up screen. You the best, Clive. I'm just out of tea, so I'm starting to get, Any second now, Mr. Climber. What time is it? Okay, right. He's going to start at 4 p.m. my time, which is technically 6 p.m. his time. That's right. Greg Climber doing all originals all night tonight. It's all original Wednesday. Right? Isn't that right? I think so. Okay, maybe I better do one more song then. Let's do one more song. And then we can go raiding Mr. Climber. Let's do that. You know what? We'll have to do a couple more songs because he's got that little 5-minute startup screen, right? He's got a little 5-minute thing. Okay, he has his lead in up. Excellent. Okay, I'll do a couple more songs and then we'll go raid and climb. Good. Thinking. He's so good. I think he might have been drinking last night when he came around to the thing because he was saying something about bourbon and he was being quite cheeky, actually. Quite cheeky indeed. Which I'd imagine if he had enough to get a bit cheeky, he'd be quite a bit of fun, that lad. Aye. Of course, we don't need booze to have fun. We have fun all by ourselves without any alcohol a lot of the time. However, sometimes things get western. When you're trying to get out of the big city. That's right, how can you not drink when you're watching Eric doing all those great Celtic drinking songs, right? Marvelous. Drinking songs from the Celts whilst we are in Finland. Finlanders and Celts are very closely related though, so it's not a wonder. Actually, Jedi, you'd probably be the one that could answer that. But you and I can be the ones not drinking and having fun. Because I sure don't want to make a habit of drinking at all, ever. Just doesn't work for me. It works for some folks. Mojo, Mojo. That's the name of that little black and white rabbit. Mojo H. Marshall. Someone's gotta hydrate during the event. Nobody knows where we're gonna go. Just pack it up and get the show on the road. Gotta get out of this town. The bridge we burn won't be the last. Gonna take the turn just a little too fast. Make it count, gonna make it go our way. Honey, so small, don't always understand it. I gotta get out of this town. Same old stuff, just a different day, and we all know that it better change. Gotta get out of this town. The bridge we burn won't be the last. Gonna take the turn just a little too fast. Make it count, gonna make it go our way. To visit, you just pack it all up and get the show on the road. Gotta get out of this town. 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 Let's get out of this I Love Ruthie town and go over and see Mr. Climber. If you don't know who he is, stick around. You're gonna want it. He's doing all originals tonight and he has got some great songs. Thank you all so very much. All right, darlings, we're going to go right in. Social climber, Mr. Greg Climber, songwriter extraordinary. multi-instrumentalist. Cool dude, all in all. Okay, love you guys. See you tomorrow night if you're available. I'll be on 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you for your support. I don't have enough words. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys so much. Thank you again. We'll see you really soon, okay? Let's go watch Greg for a while. And I think I have to do a little bit of songwriting. Let's do some songwriting with Nick. We'll see if we can get hold of him. Okay, we're hung up on the wires. Okay, love you guys. Thank you. Desno Pesno. Hey. His first name's not Social. That's right. But it might as well because he's just Mr. Sociable. Friendly feller. Okay. Love you guys. Let's go a raiding over. Let's go raiding now. Everybody's learning how. Come on a raid with me. That was badly done, but okay. Yes, totally glad you found us. All of you. Okay, here we go. Splash screen. Heading over. Raiding over. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Jedi. Tesno Pesno. Hoover Mist. Thank you all so much. Okay, going to the splash screen. Let's go see Climber. Love you guys. Thank you for the bits, Tesno. Ha ha ha. All the raids converge, and bring me rocks. You guys, thank you. Mwah. Love you. Thank you so much. Y'all are the best. Thank you for joining us for the big celebration and for getting us to 300. We're officially Sparta. The 300. There we go. Love you guys. Bye.